Hello everyone, I'm Evan Baker and welcome to Ice Night Gaming, where skill is inconsequential. Today we're playing World of Warcraft and we have another list video for you today. Today's topic is the top 10 two-handed axes in World of Warcraft. The video was recorded by my brother because two-handed axes are one of his favorite weapon types. The axes will be showcased on his Death Knight, but I will be providing the dialogue for the video, as well as my thoughts on each of his picks. Before we begin, I want to give a big thank you to all my amazing patrons for their incredible generosity. More about how you can support the channel at the end of this episode. But for now, we've got a lot to cover today, so let's get to it. Coming in at number 10, we have Shadowmourne, the legendary two-handed axe from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. A long quest line was required to obtain this one, but it was the best in slot for warriors, death knights, and paladins through the end of the expansion. The look of it is great overall, and I would not only add this to my own list of two-handed axes, but this is one that I would try to get on my own. Coming in at number 9, we have the Ethereum Nexus Reaver. This is a drop from the world boss Doom Reaver in the Burning Crusade expansion. It's actually a very beautiful looking axe, but it's very hard to obtain, more so because of how infrequently you can fight the Doom Reaver. At number 8, we have the Sun Loot of the Phoenix King. This axe is only available on the black market auction house, but it is a really cool looking weapon overall. I think it's actually supposed to represent a guitar, and it might be based on the band that exists in the game called the Elite Tauren Chieftain. At number 7, we have the Hellrender, available from Fellord Zakuun in Hellfire Citadel, in Heroic, Normal, and Mythic difficulties in the Warlords expansion. Each color actually looks really great. You have like a fiery red, fell green, and then this blue color. You know, my brother and I are in agreement though. While each color looks great, the green color really has this Legion feel to it. Coming in at number 6, we have Hellscream's Decapitator. This was only available prior to Warlords of Draenor in the normal, heroic, and mythic Siege of Orgrimmar raid. Unfortunately, not only has it been removed from the game, but I actually never got a chance to try to get this one myself. So I guess that's at my loss. But my brother has it, and it actually is a nice looking axe in and of itself. At number 5, we have Hellscream's Requiem, a drop from Soulrender Dormazen in the Sanctum of Domination in the Shadowlands expansion. Like a lot of weapons of its type, it's got 4 different color schemes for the different versions. I think each one is nice. My brother is part and partial to the one from the normal version of the raid, this kind of green colored one. I think I have to agree with him on that one. At number 4, we have Uro, Harbinger of Terror from Lei Shen in the Throne of Thunder from Mists of Pandaria. It has 3 color schemes. There's actually multiple ways to obtain the normal version color. The other 2 are only from Lei Shen himself. It's kind of cool the way that when it's idle, it moves and the lightning crackles all around it. So this one's actually pretty cool. I actually really like this one myself. At number 3, we have 2 axes with the same model. You have the White Fin axe, which drops from Ozumat in the Throne of Tides dungeon in Cataclysm, as well as the Thundercleaver axe that drops from Grand Vizier Urtan in the Vortex Pinnacle. It's actually a unique looking axe that really showcases the aesthetics of Vashj'ir in the Cataclysm expansion. It's a really cool looking axe. I like the shell, like coral and shell feel of the blades. At number 2, we have the Primal Molten Great Axe, which can be crafted by blacksmiths with Dragonflight blacksmithing. Like the White Fin axe, this one has a real Drakthar look and feel to it, and that shows off the aesthetics of the Dragonflight expansion. Before we reveal number one, my brother has a few honorable mentions to go over. And the first one of those is the Gladiator's Decapitator. He likes that model because it's actually one of the legendaries that you use during the Eye Raid in the Burning Crusade when fighting Kael'thas Sunstrider. Our next honorable mention is the Axe of Earthly Sundering, which was a quest reward from a quest in the Deepholm zone from Cataclysm. And it's actually a pretty unique model for an axe. Our next honorable mention is Shadow's Edge, which you attain at the start of the Shadowmourne quest line. So after getting this axe, you need to infuse it with Frost, Holy, and Blood energy by doing different things in the raid, which will allow you to get the legendary axe. Our next honorable mention is Kang the Decapitator. This is one of the very first epic quality weapons my brother ever had drop as a world drop. He used this way back when he was leveling up his warrior prior to the launch of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. Our final honorable mention is Gorehowl, the weapon of Grommash Hellscream and later on Garrosh Hellscream. And Garrosh is actually one of my brother's favorite lore characters in the game, so it actually makes sense that he picked this one as an honorable mention. Coming in at number one, we have Maw of the Damned. This is the artifact weapon for Bloodspec Death Knights from the Legion expansion. And now, while this main look of the axe is cool, the Maw of the Damned also has a couple of unique models, but this one is my brother's favorite, this kind of purpley one. And I gotta admit, it's also kind of cool. There are somewhere around 325 two-handed axes available in World of Warcraft. And just looking at them all as we go through the list here, you know, there are a lot that look really nice. Some just kind of look a little plain, but, you know, that doesn't mean that they're not good looking to somebody else. You know, an axe that my brother likes, I may say, you know, I'm not so sure about that, and vice versa. And, you know, that could be said for anybody, too. But these are only some of the best looking. And while these are my brother's picks, I'll also be making a list of my own 10 favorite in the future. So these were my brother's picks for the top 10 two-handed axes in World of Warcraft. That about does it for today's episode. The videos I create on my channel are made possible thanks to the incredible generosity of my Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the work I do here on YouTube, please consider supporting the channel by following the link in the description below. If you're new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button. I upload new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, so also remember to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. What are some of your favorite two-handed axes? Let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.